My name is Mark Washington. I'm Executive Director of the Coldstream Homestead Montebello Community Corporation. And in the interest of full disclosure, I am a member of the DOJ task force. So I will share with the citizens and community leaders here what I shared at the first meeting that we had. I am still skeptical of this process. I will try to keep an open mind. Even those who are entrusted to protect me do not keep an open mind when it comes to dealing with those from my community and in my neighborhood. But the first question that came out of my mouth at the first meeting we had was directed to the DOJ. And it was about 151 uses of force that resulted in murder within the Department of Justice, and no one at the FBI ever being found guilty. That's reprehensible. I do not, and I hope not, that is not a clear indication of where this task force is headed. I did not know Tyrone West, but I did know Anthony Anderson. I'm from East Baltimore. We share the same lifestyle. We came from the same neighborhood. That man's death was ruled a homicide by the coroner's office, and not one single cop was held accountable. On my street, Darling Avenue, a young girl was murdered accidentally when a Baltimore City police officer engaged in covering up and hiding evidence in that crime. That officer is still on the force. Now, I know I'm supposed to be politically correct and say that not all officers are bad, some are good, but the bottom line is this. When it takes months for a videotape to surface of an African-American officer beating a black man on Greenmount Avenue with a white officer holding the black man's arm, and that officer does not come forward, then that culture of stop stitching that they say to us we should not follow, they follow themselves. So I will continue to be an active part of this task force as long as those in power allow me to be, but I will never stop pressing these questions, and I will never stop demanding answers. One last point. I am asking the DOJ to challenge the Supreme Court in their diminishment of the Article number 4 of the Constitution. That allows us certain privileges. And this is really troubling to me, and I'm sorry. The Supreme Court ruled that police officers could, in fact, make an error in judgment in interpreting the law. In other words, ignorance of the law is an excuse for a police officer when they use an act of physical aggression.
Mark, you have 3 minutes.
There was only one judge that dissented. That was Judge Sotomayor. If ignorance of the law is an excuse for the police department to use when they're out enforcing the law, and it is not an excuse for us, then the law has no real meaning. And so I ask you all to please challenge that ruling by the Supreme Court. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Yes, ma'am.